Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight, boy do I got a doozy for you guys. This one is gonna be juicy. If you guys like Two Brothers mid pushes as much as I do, you're gonna love this one. Also, the title of the video, Battleship is hard, right? Just remember that. It's hard to play Battleships, folks. Everybody will tell you, it's so difficult to play a Battleship. What do? We've got the biggest guns. We've got all the armor. What do we do with these battleships? It's so difficult. So, let's show the enemy team how difficult it is to play Battleship. Oh, don't mind the fact that we got like the perfect ship to go up a mid push, but we're gonna showcase just why battleshipping is hard. So without further ado, let's get this party started. By the way, if you guys enjoy what I do and you guys are ready for No Rage November, because I know there's been a lot of people talking about, oh Spartan, you get so angry during your live streams. There's been a lot of people talking about that. It's like they're new here or something, but appreciate you guys dropping in. I'm glad you enjoy. No Rage November is coming, folks. And it's going to be the most difficult No Rage November yet. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but we're going to try. We've not failed in the past, but this one's going to be tough. But either way, we've got Speed Boost. That's going to allow us to get in there. Also, we have Azure Lane Dunkirk, which we just moved over to our Jean Bart, which is rare. I don't normally do that, but I decided to try it, and I get an extra heal. Extra 2 heals. So there's that, right? I think it's 2 heals. Is it 1 heal or 2 heals? I think it's 2 heals. I think it's got Master Mechanic. You guys should have seen the build at the beginning. I forget. I just switched the commander right before this match because I wanted to try it out. And boy, could I have gotten rewarded any harder for switching my commander on my Jean Bart in this match. Y'all don't even know, man. Now, I don't know if this is actually a Wargaming employee. Usually, the WG is in the clan tag, right? Like, am I crazy? I don't know. But either way, we're going to go forward. There's a New Jersey out here. There's an Italian battleship over there. I can't remember exactly which one it is. It's not the Roma, it's the other one. Veneto. It's Veneto. But there's also a very interesting player in the Bismarck that's going to do exactly what Bismarcks do, which is just not play well. He comes out, fires at me. Of course, he does a little bit of damage to us. We slap his superstructure for 10k. He's kind enough to go full broadside in front of a freshly I'm going to use the reload booster. Like, what are you doing? Now, we're unlikely to Citadel. Yeah, there is a chance you can sneak a shot in through the cheek there, but as he's turning out, like, we're just trying to hit as many shells as possible here, get as much damage as possible on this guy, who's so kind to just go full broadside at this range. Like, what are you doing, brother? Like, you can't do that. Like, he is clearly mistaken on his gameplay. Like I said, battleshipping is hard, folks. It's super difficult for these people to play their ships without just going complete broadside and getting yeeted, or sitting in their spawn the entire time. And we're going to take full advantage of it. Why shouldn't we? Right? Why should we not take full advantage of just goobers going full broadside all the time? Now, if you guys know anything about this, how many times we talk about we don't go rushing out into the open here, right? Oh, look! Another broadside! Oh, I don't mind if I do, New Jersey! You are going to have a bad time, Sunshine. I don't know what you're doing. Being broadside is not the way to play the New Jersey. Now, obviously, he's bow tanking the people on his side of the map, kind of, but just sitting broadside to me is not a good idea. But notice the smoke screen creeping out in front of us. Now, initially, I thought this was one of the destroyers. I thought maybe it was Jutland or something. But no, it's the Veneto, and he's full broadside. Like, what are these people doing? Why is battleshipping so hard? I don't know, because you're broadside all the time. Is that something to do with it? You're literally broadside all the time. Stop being broadside. We hit him with 1 shell, really, and of course it's a Citadel. We got to get that. So at least it was a good shell, but good God. Now, we don't go out and challenge their whole team, right? Because that's stupid. We use the hot gates, like the Spartans of old. We use the hot gates so that their numbers count for nothing. We make them come to us, and they are all too happy to do so. Still broadside! Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd take it, but Lord have mercy, I've never had such a hard match in the Jean Bart ever. Have you seen this many broadsides ever in your Jean Bart at these ranges? Like, are these people crazy? Or am I the crazy one? Now, obviously, I screwed this shot up, I ain't gonna lie. But we do still land 3 shells. I was getting a little cheeky there. I was trying to go, speaking of cheeks, you know, there's a little tongue-in-cheek action, a little bit. But, trying to go through the front cheek of the Bismarck. If you guys don't know, if a Bismarck or other German battleship turns towards you especially, but like if they're over-angled just a little bit, you can go through the front cheek side plating and smash their citadel if you shoot just in front of the gun. But this guy just does not know how to... I mean, it's pretty obvious doesn't know how to Bismarck. Good lord. His secondaries are the only thing that's done damage to me because he keeps shooting his main guns. And then he beaches, and I didn't really plan on that, so he lives a little bit longer. He is going to get another heal off, I believe, but I mean, I'm going to disrespect him here. I'm like, you don't even deserve a second reload booster. I'm just going to wait, and you can see he has done like no damage with the main guns. He has not figured out that he doesn't overmatch me. I don't know what else to say. Oh look, Venato, how are you doing, sunshine? Oh yeah, you can't figure it out either. Great! Glad to see that nobody shoots superstructure in this game. But he comes around the corner over angle. By the time we get loaded, we do end up using our reload booster here, but it was kind of a mistake. He's at least smarter than the Bismarck. I'll give him credit for that. He only takes 1 citadel coming into the gap, and then he's immediately bow tanking, so at least he's got that. But he then uses a smoke screen, disappears initially, I guess, but he's got me spotted for a moment, and then I'll get to disappear. But he fires his guns. It's like, well, that smoke screen's freaking useless, isn't it? So we go ahead, aim high, hit a couple of superstructure shots, get a couple of shells into his guns as well, and then I'm going to bait and switch this guy. What do I mean by that? I mean, a Veneto is a guaranteed dev strike, right? Like, legitimately, the Italian battleships are almost as known for being dev struck as the Russian battleships if you close the distance. So I back up just outside of being detected. We do have our heals, and thankfully we have our extra heals, because Lord have mercy, we needed it in this one. We've already got 160,000 damage because of all these battleships. Like, good God, man. Like, this, I couldn't have played this any nicer if I wanted to. And that's not me tooting my own horn, but I mean, I switched to commander just in time to get, like, extra heals. I got just broadsides for days, and I've got the perfect ship to stay bow in. Like, Lord have mercy. Like, you want to talk about just the best circumstances possible, and we get our engine boost going, and the next thing you're going to see is a Veneto that just, he's going to try. He knocks out my gun. He's like, I got his gun! Except I still have my damage control, and now you're in a world of trouble, sunshine, because you just fired your guns. I'm closing in with my engine boost active, and this is a perfect example of when you're in a drive-by like this, waiting until you can guarantee the kill. We want to get that angle, we want to go through the front cheek, and down he goes, right? Like, you just gotta, in those situations, you have to wait that extra moment to get that shot, to guarantee the kill, right? You don't want to play around with it. But we still have 2 heals left. We're up to 189,000 damage. We have done everything for this team. We have literally taken on the entire, and the Belfast comes back to help his team too. So I get a shot, and this is the unfortunate side of things. We shoot at the cruiser, and Lord have mercy. But we pick up our high cal. We hit 1 shell. Like, we've had such good RNG up to this point. You can't complain about a couple of shots against a cruiser that doesn't really do anything, right? Cruiser starts running away. He tries to drop a smoke and turn away, but he gets spotted because he fires his guns. We take another shot at him on his parting as he goes dark. But New Jersey on the right flank as well. He's angled away from us, but still broadside to everybody over there. So he's not long for this world if they can shoot, right? And it turns out that that's a Sharn Horse 43 over there as well. So we take a shot at the New Jersey just for fun. And I'm still spotted. So I'm not 100% sure if it's a destroyer that's come back. I doubt it, but it was a thought. And then, of course, the Belfast is doing what Belfasts do, which is kite or just HE spam. So we go ahead and take another shot at the Belfast, and look at that accuracy. Like, it's tragedy, right? But then the Yugamo comes back and does an OG, like, thank you so much. Okay. Normally I'm against destroyer players dropping smoke screens for battleships, but this is the one time where it actually works, right? Because it's over. The guy's 16 kilometers away. He's the only one that can spot me. The destroyer's clearly not here. He's went around to the backside, and so I get to actually use the smoke firing penalty on a Jean Bart. Like, that never happens, right? Now, the one downside here is, though, that our destroyer decides to sit in the smoke screen rather than spot. So it's a bit of a double-edged sword here, but Repub decides to push around the corner, and as much as I want to fight that guy, that's not the main goal. We also managed to help get the assisted cap on this cap while we were at it, right? But we're going to go ahead and use our last heal, and I mean, can we just talk about this game? 203,000 damage. We're going to pull out, the goal here was to do a full Yui and go back and fight the Repub while I'm bow in. The last thing I want to do is be reversing against a Repub, right? I want to be able to get all my guns to bear just like we did the rest. And I was hoping the Repub would just smash that battleship. I ain't gonna lie. I was getting pretty greedy at this point. Like, I'm looking for a good game here. And so, I was like, please, just kill the guy that you're up against, and don't lose all your hit points, and I'll be around shortly. But Belfast decides to come out. We go ahead and get a shot against him, and finally get a decent looking salvo, but the Scharnhorst 43 gets his guns there first. And so down goes Frazier. But our battleship is absolutely ripping this Republique apart, man. So credit where credit is due. Well done to the battleship. He ends up getting rid of the Republique, but they kind of trade. And that leaves just one cruiser, which has no hit points. You can see he's off to the right side, spotted there, Michelangelo. Between our Michelangelo that's all the way out on the corner, and I forget what else was out here. But either way, he's not long for this world. And then the split is the only thing left. And so I've already got HE loaded. I'm ready for this guy to charge the middle, because that's just what I thought would happen. It turns out he doesn't do that, unfortunately. But cruiser goes down. Michelangelo versus Michelangelo. You gotta love it, right? Splinter would be proud, is what I'm saying. But there's not much we can say about this match. This was crazy. Like, I've never had the most perfect ship for the job ever in my life. Like, you couldn't have planned this out any better than we did. Like, could you imagine? Like, I don't know. You guys that watched the live stream yesterday, you guys saw the last, like, hour and a half of the live stream was just brutal. And so when I woke up this morning, I was like, I gotta get a video. Let's jump in. Initially, I jumped in the Ohio, got two brothers, ended up doing a mid-push. My teams was being completely goobered, so I just went suicide mode and tried to go for the home run, and got caught between two Yamatos. But I did do, I think it was 120 or 130,000 damage before I inevitably died. But again, I didn't care at that point. But you can see I start looking for the blind fire here. We pick up a dreadnought, shocker. But I was looking for the blind fire, and the game ends on points. But yeah, this was literally my second game. It was the Jean Bart just coming in clutch, 2,700 base, top of the leaderboard. Once again, proving that battleshipping is hard, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? And if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.